YouTube, what's up? I wanted to come on real quick and make a quick video for that very popular topic that everyone is talking about. If you watch other MLB streamers, you kind of know a lot of people are talking about the content for MLB The Show 24 and some of the things that are wrong. I, you know, I just want to preface this by saying I really do love the game this year and I really like playing it. But I'm in the same boat with everyone else where I'm a little bit disappointed in where this game is headed, especially in terms of content, in terms of the calendar, in terms of the way they're choosing to release content and block some things behind packs, some things behind purchases. It's starting to feel like it's losing its way a little bit. And I'm not going to go as extreme as some people have and stop playing or call for a boycott or anything like that. But I do think there is some calls for some concern. And I think when it comes to situations like this, you should always tend to side with the community as opposed to the multi-million dollar, billion-dollar company that's making this game and getting more and more profits from us by the day. So I think that's I've seen a lot of infighting in the community where people are, blaming streamers or telling them, well, go play a different mode, go play franchise, go play Road to the Show, and that's not the point. The point is a lot of people, content creators, a lot of my friends as well, like we like playing Diamond Dynasty. That's our game mode of choice, and I don't think it's as simple as being upset with Diamond Dynasty and then just going to playing Road to the Show and having fun. It's not really what it's about. It's about wanting the game mode that you prefer to be as best as possible. And I think everybody wants that. And I'm hoping San Diego Studios listens to the community because I know a lot of other games in this situation that do these, card games, Ultimate Team modes, Madden, 2K, FIFA. They don't listen to the communities. They continue to do whatever they want, and you just kind of have to deal with it. I think in the past, San Diego Studios has been really good about listening to the community and having their live content team and stuff like that involved. So I think they can right the ship, but I think where it's headed right now is kind of in some rough waters, and they're gonna really need to have to do some things to make this right. And let's go in and just kind of talk through or look at what we're talking about. So Friday was content day. I had to work today, so I couldn't really get this out, but they added a couple things. They added more storylines. Larry Doby, Leon Day, Jose Menendez. The cards you get for that are 85s overall. Not really something I'm knocking down the door to do right now because as you can see with our lineup, it would be hard to put them anywhere on the field. So it kind of doesn't make sense for these to roll out at a later date with those lower overalls because they're not going to make it on the field. So you have to do, a substantial amount of work to get these. It's not a lot, but it's more than you probably want to do to get an 85. When you look at these storylines here, the previous cards that they issued were 85s. These came out on launch. So why 3 weeks later would you release three more and have them at 85 also for having to do what 8 moments to get an 85 that's not really valuable. There's a couple of other things along the way, but not a lot, you know. So there's eight moments for each of these to get these 85s, a couple uniforms. It's just it doesn't really do a lot of good right now. It's not really something I'm itching to do. And I love the storylines, especially the Negro League stuff because you learn so many interesting stories that we don't know. So I love doing these. I'm gonna do them anyway because I want to hear the stories of these players. But it's not something I'm I feel like I need to do day one. I did the original storylines on day one because I wanted that Rube Foster, and I kind of wanted to build the team out with the team captain and kind of see how that looked. But I think we're kind of past that from a competitive standpoint. So not really itching to do that anytime soon, but I will get to it because I do love the mode, and I think the storylines are great. So they added also the second program of season awards, drop number 2. They included a couple, an 88 right fielder, a 88 third baseman, an 88 starting pitcher, an 88 center fielder, and then the grand prize is this 91 Michael Conforto, who plays left field. Some pretty good numbers on this card. I think this is a card that can make a lineup, especially a ranked competitive lineup. I think there's really good numbers here. I don't know that too many of these other cards are that great, especially as you compare the stats to some of the other cards that might be in your competitive lineup. Jared Jones looks like he might have a little bit, no quirks, but he might be valuable. I'm not looking really forward to using Graham Pulley. I don't, 70 power versus lefties with 71 vision, not really going to make the squad. And then Jackson Trio, 76 contact, 70 power right. Not really looking forward to this card either. So, probably won't chomp at the bit to get those. And we've already made it to 29 in one day. So, we obviously finished that. But the problem is they also drop packs on the same day. And the packs that they dropped in the season 1 awards have 292s in them and 289s. Sorry, 389s, 292s. At this moment, the other 92, the Brady Singer, I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with names today. The Brady Singer is down to 25,000 buy sell now, which means if you buy a pack for 30,000 and you pull anyone besides Oswald Cabrera, you're going to lose a substantial amount of money on this pack. The marketplace is bad. It's been in a bad place for pretty much all year. The marketplace was really bad last year as well. I think it was when we first started really kind of seeing this. But right now it's in a pretty bad state. They also released a pipeline pack. There's no program for pipelines to get these cards, only in packs. These 92s and then a couple 89s. The only way you can get them is through packs or in the marketplace. They are worth double the value of a pack. So if you want to go buy the individual one that you want, they cost more than 2 packs. Seems to be a little bit much. But the 89s are down in the 12s and 13,000s. Not great. If I buy a 40,000 stub pack, I choose one player, and I get this Blake Mitchell, I'm going to be pretty upset. He's selling for 13,000. So I'm losing that much right off rip. Or I can keep him, and I have an 89 catcher that has 67 contact versus lefties and 70 power versus lefties with 46 vision. There's no way. This is a really bad card. So not something I'm looking forward to. They did drop a headliners pack. We were fortunate to pull Matt Shaw twice, so we did get him. We locked him in on the team, and then we sold the other one for about 36,000 was where we ended up with him. So that's, he's still selling for pretty good. We got lucky there. The season 1 awards, this O'Neal Cruz was the one that pretty much everyone was after. It's still worth about almost 3 times the cost of the pack. But the Gurriel Jr., he's down to $35K. After tax, you'll probably end up losing money on him. And then the 89s are in a bad shape as well, down in that 13,000. So the other problem is there's no other way to earn these packs. So in years past, you could earn these packs through programs, and it would just give you an opportunity to earn a pipeline pack. and then that pack would either be a chance at a rare round or a base round, and at least you had an opportunity for it. They would stick it in the program somewhere. They would stick it in the XP path, give you an opportunity. It wasn't only purchase, and now it's only purchase, and that's not good for the game. If you can't see that, I, I, I don't really know what to say for you. I don't think you understand how everything works, because I've seen some people siding with San Diego studios and saying, "Oh, well, not everyone is, not everything is to cater to streamers and people who play this full time and content creators." And I agree with that as well. But at the same time, the company needs to make the best decision for all players, whether you play, 5 hours a week or you play 50 hours a week. There still needs to be obtainable goals that you can get through playing the game, and not simply pulling out the credit card and buying stubs and giving them more money, more microtransactions on top of everything that you're doing within the game. They've also added these two chase pack, the Wyatt Langford and the Shota Imagata, where you have to buy the 50 show packs to get them. 70,000, 75,000. They're currently selling for 37,000. And in these low prices, stubs also aren't easy to make. So it kind of makes it a little bit more difficult there too. So I think, when you look at the schedule, you look at the show classics on 410, that's still 4 days away. Team Affinity Chapter 2 is currently 6 days away. Plus, we don't know what those cards are going to look like, what their overall is going to be. Kind of makes you hesitant on buying current packs, because Team Affinity Chapter 2 is right around the corner. On 412, we're also getting new ranked Battle Royale and events, and then a Jackie Robinson Day program on 415. So it's in a really weird place right now in terms of the programs, the content. If you're someone like me, I have played a lot this year, a lot more than I have in years past out of the gun from release. But I'm done with Team Affinity. I'm done with all the other programs. There's nothing for me to earn right now. I can't really do anything in the game. The only thing that I'm even really striving for is a 700 ranking. That's really the only thing I could play right now that would make any sense for me to achieve, is to try to get 700, 800, 900 rank. Because I've completely wiped out the entire rank program. I've completely wiped out Battle Royale. And I have gotten the event card that I wanted with 20 wins. So there's not really a lot going on right now. I am in a mini seasons championship, just trying to get some cards to finish live series. So I want to open those packs so I can try to collect and finish live series. But that's about it right now. So we're kind of struggling through right now, waiting for Team Affinity 2 to drop, see what that looks like, and then kind of better assess where the game is after that. If Team Affinity 2 is as easy to finish as the first one was, or the cards aren't higher, you think in 92, 93, 94s, that's kind of where we want to be. It's vastly different than last year, where we had 99s right out of the gate. I don't think anyone wants that. I think the power creep we're comfortable with, but I think it's the 91s in the program, but 92s in the store that's really the problem. And that's someone made the mention last year. It was they used to have the catchphrase grind 99, and then last year it was like grind 97, buy 99. And that's kind of where we're at right now. It's like grind 91, buy 92s, and that's just it's not sustainable for a lot of players, because you're going to start seeing some of the better cards and the higher tier cards locked behind those packs. And then you're going to run into them in that rank setting, and you're going to be outmatched by someone who just spent more to get the cards. Last year, it was a little bit different. Everyone had 99s within the first month, 2 months of the game, and it felt a little more even playing field. Even though I and a lot of other people didn't like the 99s right out of the gate, the playing field felt level because you had most of the same cards as everyone else. Now you could potentially in that 700-800 rank range run into somebody who's just spent a couple $100 on buying stubs, buying packs, and now all of a sudden they have these 92s, 93s that you've not been able to obtain because you don't want to spend the extra money, or you haven't been able to make stubs because the marketplace is so bad. So kind of a couple things going on there. I'm not, like I said, I'm not in a position to really be too upset. I really love playing this game. I love baseball. I love playing MLB The Show every year. So from a playing the game standpoint, like I'm still enjoying it. But from a content standpoint, there's a little bit to be desired here. And I hope they really listen to the community and some of the people with louder voices, more followers that are kind of giving them some advice, and they rectify where they're headed. So I don't think we're in a danger zone yet. But I remember when there was like a pack strike in Madden Ultimate Team last year, and a lot of the creators got behind that, and that kind of caused them to listen a little bit. I don't think we're in that desperate situation yet, but they definitely need to kind of figure out what's going on. So, like I said, I just wanted to voice my opinion on how some of this stuff's going, and get your guys' thoughts. Also, leave them in the comments below if you want to have some good open conversations about where you think the content's headed and the problems you're having with content. And I'll be glad to respond to everything that happens in there, and we'll have some good open discussions about the content stuff. Also, be sure to hit that sub button, man. I'm trying to be more consistent with MLB content on this channel. I think we're doing a really good job. We're seeing some growth and some numbers, but definitely need your support on subscribing and liking the videos. So that's it for me. We'll be back probably playing ranked tomorrow afternoon live on Twitch. That link is in the description as well. And we'll keep pressing to try to make that 700. We also have that Michael Conforto out there to still try to get. So we want to try to hammer that out tomorrow as well. So I'll see you guys on the next one.